And welcome back to Good Morning Four States on this Thursday morning. Bubba joining us in the studio.
I'll have to tell you, thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be back with you and Shannon.
I appreciate you coming in this morning, although we're actually talking about something. We've kind of had a theme going today, talking about jobs for kids. We had the babysitter camp earlier, and this time we're kind of talking about kids getting jobs at the state parks in the area.
Absolutely. Of course, I work for the Voices Youth Program at the Missouri Career Center, and we help kids, whether it's finishing their education, whether it's getting post-secondary education, or eventually, of course, job placement. We want to kind of help get them out of those cookie-cut jobs that they've been forced into for so long and get them different experiences so that they can find their passion, what they're excited about doing, so they'll have a long, successful career in whatever field they are in love with.
Yeah, and I know you haven't actually been with the program for all that long, but I mean, you know, in that short time, you know, tell us some of your observations of the kids.
Well, one, we were at Roaring River, and we did when it was opening day, which was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But we were doing some enrollment for getting kids to work at the state parks, and one of the young men came up. He was a guy that had did it last year, and you could see the pride in him when he was talking about the program. He said, "Now, Bubba, anytime you see one of those brown buildings out there, I painted it." So he was very proud of the work that he did. But and he said that it was the best summer of his life, and I had him expand on that. And it was just the friendships that he developed, and even some of the tourists that had come. He got to lead some tours on some of the trails that he had helped clear. I mean, it's just amazing how fulfilling it is for the kids, because not only are they earning a paycheck, but they're actually getting to help the community by help beautifying these parks. And it was an amazing time. So I'm looking forward to seeing the program in action this summer. So.
Yeah, and actually, the one thing we do want to mention is this is for Missouri, and this is actually a statewide thing that was actually set into motion last year. So it's not just the state parks in our area, but it's covering the entire state of Missouri.
Absolutely. They put over 1,000 kids to work last summer in the state parks, so they got a chance to gain some work experience and maybe a new set of skills that they didn't even know they had. But in our area, that would include Roaring River down in Cassville, of course, Harry S. Truman's birthplace in Lamar, and then the Prairie State Park in Mines. So Saturday is our big event that we've already been at Roaring River. So we're going to Harry S. Truman's birthplace this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The kids can come out, get an idea, a feel for what goes on at the historical site, and then if they would like to enroll, we're taking pre-enrollment right there on the spot.
Okay.
And then later that day from 3 to 7, we're going to be at Prairie State Park, where the buffalo roam, but we'll be out there. The kids can come out, also get a feel for the park, see if it's something that they're interested in, and fill out the pre-enrollment right there.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about this is, I mean, it gives the kids the opportunity to go out to the parks and maybe see some of the jobs that are available, because you kind of try to tailor the jobs to what the kids' interests happen to be.
Absolutely. They're very good about working with flexible schedules also. Last year we had people that were having band camp, or they were in football. They worked around that so the kids still had an opportunity to work out the park. And let's see, they try to tailor the jobs to the kids' interests. If they're more interested in office work, they might put them to work in the office. If they're more hands-on outside people, then they may be out painting buildings, clearing trails, giving tours. They try to tailor it to the kids' needs, because they want them to have this. They want this to be a good experience. So they try to make sure it's something that they're interested in.
Well, I think what's interesting about this, and we were kind of talking about this earlier, is the fact that you have a lot of the kids that took part in the program last year that are looking forward to coming back and doing it again this year.
That says a lot about the program.
I think so.
I think so, and we're looking forward to that. And if they were already in the program, or even if they weren't, if for some reason you can't get out Saturday, you can go to the website mo.gov, and then they'll see a video there about the state park work, and then they can even apply right there online. And we get their paperwork, so we'll be following up with them if that's how they go.
And now, when do the jobs actually kind of kick in then for
April 1st. We're starting April 1st, and it'll run all the way till November. So now this particular program is restricted to 17 to 21 years of age. So if they're getting ready to turn 17 in June, let's say, they can still start in June.
Oh, okay.
If they're 21 now and won't be 22 until June, they can work till June. So it's a little bit flexible on that, but 17 to 21 is the age group that we're working for on the State Parks Youth Corps.
Okay, and actually let's once again remind people that when this is all taking place, or which park it's going to be at on Saturday.
It's going to be this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Harry S. Truman birthplace in
Right.
Lamar, and then from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. we'll be at Prairie State Park in Minden Mines.
Okay, and of course, again, we want to mention that Cassville is also one of the parks, although you've already had the event at Cassville.
Absolutely.
So, but people can still get registered for jobs down there.
If they're interested in any of those parks or historical sites, they can go to the website mo.gov. They can apply right there online, and we get the paperwork from that site.
Okay, well, and of course, we'll put all that information on our website. You're seeing it right there, but we'll put the link on FourStatesHomePage.com as well. Bubba, thank you very much for joining us.
Appreciate you
coming in this morning. We've got more coming up. We'll take a quick check of your forecast. That's next.